Now that the daylight fills the sky, we lift our hearts to God on high. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. My name is Barbara, and for over a decade I've been teaching viewers and subscribers how to cook authentic dishes from my home country of Belize and many other delicious dishes from basic ingredients. That He in all we do or say will keep us free from harm today. Hey guys, we're back today with another mukbang. All right, you ready, babe? You ready? All right, let's pose. Let's pose. I know it looks like a lot of food. You didn't even pose good. Look at the lens. Look at the lens. Hey guys, unfortunately we're not going to be able to finish this mukbang. You're not going to see us eat these beautiful plates of food. Why? Something happened to the footage in my camera. Joe, do you think it's the camera, the memory, or the computer? We taped another mukbang, so we're going to start the show over with a new mukbang, and then I'm going to explain everything. But I almost cried. My Father, for another night of quiet sleep and rest, of with the joy of morning light, thy holy name be blessed. You don't even know their song. These are Anglican songs. These are Episcopal songs. You're not a whole Catholic. Were you raised Catholic? Were you raised Catholic or Adventist?
Catholic.
Catholic? Child, we here today with a mukbang. What I tell you about eat before we do a thumbnail? Huh? What I tell you? We have shrimp fajita. Joe have brown rice. I have white rice and a garden salad. So let's get right. Oh, pause. Stop chewing. Look on the lens. Shout out to B Loves for teaching us how to do that, because she the one make that up, you know, Joe. Can you give me the roll of paper, babes? So anyways, we have a lot to talk about. Let's get right into it because we don't want this mukbang to go too long. So yesterday, me and Joe, one paper? Man, just like the people who worked at Burger King.
You have to protein.
Joe's sister-in-law used to work at Burger King, and she said if you give away less of the napkins and less of the condiments and stuff, you get more bonus in your paycheck at Burger King. Okay. If you guys work in fast food, tell me if that's true. Normally I like this with corn tortilla, but I'm just gonna eat it with rice today to be matching with Joe. No. Oh, they don't know. So yesterday, oh, I had one of the peppers. We taped a whole mukbang. It was such a funny mukbang because we were talking some chisme, right?
Right.
Tell me why the thing play good on the camera chip, right? But you don't want to play when I'm editing. Come on, I don't know my own password.
Ghost in the machine.
Oh my God, that ghost is still around, guys. Let me show you guys. So you guys know we're not liars. Half my plate you guys can is see it? Non-starchy vegetables.
Not a lot of food, but
and then I have. So we had. You know what I'll do in the editing? I'll put that little piece in, the little opening, the little piece, or some of it, not the whole thing, because I want you guys to hear the little song. Okay, eat your shrimp, Joe. I want you to hear the little song I was singing. These songs are from the time I was 12. I don't know why they're coming back to my memory. Anywho, it was a beautiful plate of food. We had half the plate was non-starchy vegetables. We had 4 ounces of a nice steak that Joe did. Was that steak from Costco? The one that was so good. And then what did you have for yours? Brown rice?
Yeah.
And I had white rice, and then Joe also had a piece of corn, so he had less of the rice because he had some corn. And we were dressed together like twins. I don't know why I keep showing this to you, because I'll just cut away to it in the editing. Dressed together as twins. Did you see that, Joe? We were wearing the same color, baby. We were having a good time. We were talking some gossip, juicy gossip. I'll cut away to the audio. You want to wipe it off? I'll cut away to the audio so you guys could hear. See, we were talking some juicy gossip right here. So I don't know if we could tell this story all over again, but we're gonna try.
Too hard. Shrimp is good, huh? Juicy. I guess the raw shrimp is better than the cooked shrimp when you cook.
Don't talk. You're spoiling the moment for me. Anywho, I was just gonna play the whole mukbang with just the audio. Let them hear the story. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the editing. I don't know. But it scared me. What happened scared me. Because when a YouTuber come here, my camera can't film me like this. I don't know what failed. You know what I mean, Joe? I have another camera right there. Say hi to this camera, though.
Hi, people.
I have another one going there, but if you notice, we're making eye contact with this one. I don't know how that's gonna look if we don't make eye contact with it. We'll see. This is the Sony ZV-1, and it used to fail me like that to where this thing just stopped, right? And the picture just freezes in the recording. So I bought a whole expensive memory chip for it. It did it again. It didn't do it for a while, but now it did it again. So anyway, let me tell you what happened on the bike trail today first. I'm over there riding my bike and I'm playing music through my phone, not through no CD. Tell me why every minute the song is skipped. And the song wasn't downloaded like that. And guess what song was skipping? It must be a duppy or a gunman. Is that from Ernest Smith? That Ernest Smith, right? Mm-hmm. And I even talked about, well, we'll talk about this at the end. I was gonna put some songs in the description for them to listen to. Anyways, let's get into the story that we were talking yesterday. So, yesterday Joe was on his Facebook. You know, Belize people call Facebook Fastbook. Because, did you get any sausage? I put some sausage in there. The word for nosy or interfering, you know, people will say you're too interfering, you're too nosy, in Creole is fast. You're too fast. How that spelled? F-A-S-S? F-A-W-S? I don't know how that's spelled. So, but these people call Facebook Fastbook. So Joe was in his Fastbook, and the wife of this guy, well, I'm gonna go back and tell the story the right way. Both these people worked at the company Joe used to work for. Mm-hmm. The boy worked there first, right? The husband? Mm-hmm. He's Black American, and the girl is, was she Mexican? Mexican. Not Puerto Rican, right? Was Mexican? Yeah. So that girl, I think, is closer to my age, and the guy maybe 2 years older than her. So the girl about 55, the guy about 57, Joe 64. So when the girl started to work there, she started to mess around with one of the boss, the white man. And then that didn't go good. That ended. I don't know how she still kept her job after that ended. Maybe he couldn't find a reason to fire her or something. Because that's scary to mess with your boss on the job, right? So, anyway, she started to mess around. She didn't start messing around with that guy right away, right? She was in between.
She was avoiding him a lot. She never wanted him.
She didn't like him. Mm-hmm. Okay. So then, she put up some pictures, like 6 pictures of different men on her locador, you know, on the inside of the locador. So Joe asked if they were relatives. The girl said, no, that's who all I slept with. I have to keep so I could know that who. That was her body count, Joe. That was her body count. She was probably 28. I said, she's like my age. I had Jada when I was 29, so 28, 29. Later on, she started to mess with the guy, the black guy. They got together and they got married. When the company closed down in 2002, they lay off everybody. Except for one Belize guy that did shipping. And they kept a white guy over here that did the shipping, right? Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. The same white guy? Was it the same guy? A different guy. So, and they moved to Alpharetta, Georgia. I didn't want to move to Georgia because I don't want to live in the South. No hate against Georgia, but I just don't want to live in the South. I love California. Mm-hmm. There's a guy that does TikTok, and he bashes all the other states and just defends California at all costs because all the other states like to bash California. And you haven't even visited here, but you want to bash this state. And so he says, California forever goodbye. That's his motto. California forever goodbye. So I didn't want to move. Plus, the company wasn't going to hire Joe in their company. You know, they were not hired. They were not going to keep him hired in their company. It's another company in Georgia that was going to hire Joe as a printer, and then Joe was going to print for them still. So they wanted their cake. What did choke you? The rice? You okay?
I'm good.
Take your time, take your time. We don't want you to die. Is it the pepper or the rice?
Something.
That's why. Eat slower. You're not even to tell the story. You eat like. Anyway.
You're telling the story. Yeah. Go ahead.
So then move over there. The Belize guy got to stay here. They still kept the building here. They just didn't have workers. They had 2 workers in the building doing shipping. Right? So. I don't want to tell too much what that guy used to look at. I know who they talk about. Okay. So tell me why the girl posted on Facebook, and I guess Joe saw it on the guy page because Joe is friends with the guy. Joe is not friend with her. And she said, I remember it like yesterday when I was stripping at the local bar or the local club, and you came in for a lap dance, and I was trying to work some Mac game on you. And then before we knew it, we were married, and now it's 25 years. I said, Joe, how come you didn't tell me that's how they met? I thought they met on the job. They met at the Nudie Booty Bar. Joe, did you know that?
I never knew that.
No, let me tell you about that girl. Before she got together with that guy, she had her eye on Joe. She had her sight set on Joe. How I know this? Joe came home and told me. Joe says, I think that girl's trying to throw her line at me. I was like, what? So I told Joe I'm going to come down to the work one day. So I got dressed up all nice. Bathe the babies. I didn't like to bathe the kids.
You come to get what yours now.
I hate bathing kids. I don't like, but I would bathe them in the morning and Joe bathe them at night. I'll bathe them middle of the day. Went down there. All the other ladies that worked there were like, oh, Barbara, give me Barbara, nice to see you. Let me see the babies, yada, 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 yada. Went into the lunchroom. Long table sit down there. She's at the end. She the only one that didn't say hello. She do this. Do her head like that. I tell Joe, bingo. Bingo.
You got it, huh?
And she's not a real pretty girl. She's not a real pretty girl. So, anyway, after that, she left Joe alone. I started to mess with this guy.
This guy used to honor her all the time, but she just.
So that nudie booty bar thing don't make no sense. I don't.
Well, the way it seems to be that he went to the bar, meet her there, but once he paid money, she gonna do the dance, right?
But after that, she don't want that.
So maybe he tell her about the job because they were hiring at the time. And she come to get the job.
So he did that so he would get. Oh, he gonna stalk her. Child. And then she get a job and gonna play with the white man.
He thought it was gonna play with him.
Ave Maria. What the hell?
They never have nothing going.
Because she was after you. You came and told me that part, Joe.
But I guess when he couldn't get nothing more, he must say, well, let me settle for him.
The girls get pretty after midnight, or how the thing go? She said the guy got prettier. He not pretty neither.
At midnight.
No.
Closing time.
The girls get prettier at closing time. That's how the thing go.
I'm a girl.
Okay, no. See nobody song up in here. I could sing that church song because nobody know that. Anyway, I don't knock whatever women have to do to make money. That's their thing.
Suppose I was a Monday stripper.
Of course, man, do stripping.
Suppose I was a stripper. And you find out.
I wouldn't be with you.
Why?
You don't want anybody with. I don't want nobody to do no stripping.
No, but I don't mean nothing happen.
Oh, right.
What? You just go there. You just go to make your money.
So then the next topic we're talking at a mukbang yesterday, we talked about a friend of Joe that used to cheat on his wife. This is a Belizean guy, the wife Belizean too. The boy looked Asian because he was mixed. He was Chinese, part Belizean, right? The girl Look like how Joshua look in them pretty. They got a pretty little baby. He cheat up on the girl. The baby gets sick one night with croup or something bad that he had to go to the emergency room. We had to go pick up that girl. We didn't have kids yet. We had just gotten married. Picked up the girl, took her to the emergency room, stayed with her, and the next day Joe cussed out that little body ras. Joe was like, why you doing this to your wife though? Your baby that almost died last night, you out there with some hoe. Oh, Joe went off. After that, he keep a distance, right, Joe? Had the nerve to go and tell people on the job that he was the one that introduced me to Joe. I don't know you, Ninja. I don't know you from a hole in the wall. I come straight out of my father's house into my husband's house. I didn't knock around in no bar. I didn't do no clubbing. I don't even drink coffee. If you want to put it that way. Child, I don't know you. No. So, did they part? He and the wife.
I don't know.
They had another kid later on. The girl was simple. Well, I tell you that story.
I guess, according to her, they just do what
they do what they want to do. My nose tickle. I tell you that story because that girl went up to the job one time to catch him with a white girl he was messing with. They used to call him Box Boy, because he would hide behind the boxes that were stacked on the pallets to do the deed with the girl, feel up the girl, do all type of stuff. And the wife learned. How did the wife learn about She had her suspicions and then it got confirmed. Oh, that me, Joe. I'm the one that told her.
I don't know.
I didn't tell her. I confirmed it. Sorry, guys. I confirmed it on accident, though, because I thought she knew, because she was talking like she knew. And I think I confirmed it on accident. And she went up to the job, and she gonna fight that girl. That girl jumped in her car and threw it in reverse. I almost ran over the boy's wife. And after that, they make big rules. Nobody can come up to the job unless, they're invited, have to go to the front office, go to all kind of stuff. Nobody can call the job, this and the third. The girl still stay with the boy, have another baby with him later on, another boy. They're grown now, because the boy older than Joshua. The first one, right? Joshua 30, how old Joshua, 32? And the boy must be 34, 35.
I think he married already too.
Child.
Live up in Utah.
The Utah they live, right? They moved. Man, used to be some stuff on that job. I don't remember what all we talked with. I know those two topics we talked. Oh, we talked about Putin. And I'm Mukbang yesterday. I can't stand how, to me, like, Putin is a bully. And if he was a bully on a schoolyard, somebody would already bop him in the nose.
I can't understand why these countries can't stop him. I don't understand it. They're afraid for World War III. He gonna happen anyway. Cause that food ain't gonna stop. More people die just take us.
You remember when Jada was small, and another boy Pete used to bully them, right? So one day, when Joe lost his job and we opened the shop, we switched roles, and I stopped taking the kids to school, and I would stay home and make the breakfast and the lunch so we could take it into work, and Joe would take the kids to school. Then I would leave Joe to like do things at the shop, like clean off bottle or print by himself if he was doing the pedal machine, and I would pick up the kids from school. So it worked out, right, Joe? Only one time. This is another story. I don't want to mix up stories. So let me tell you the story about the little bully on the schoolyard. So I'm going to pick up Jada, and the principal called and tell me that Jada's in trouble for fighting. I'm like, not my two sons, but my daughter? What is wrong with this child? So I called. What happened?
No, I just see what time.
Okay. I called Joe, and I'm like, Joe, oh my God, Jada's in trouble for fighting. What happened to this little girl? Blah, blah, blah. Joe said, who was she fighting with? I said, this little boy named Pete. Joe said she needed to beat Pete backside one time so he would stop. And I said, what was Pete doing? He goes, Pete bullied them little girls all day on the school ground. But I don't really think Pete meant to bully them. I think Pete wanted to be a part of the group, and he was socially awkward because he wasn't like fisting them up and stuff. He was chasing them and pushing them, and then it would fall down. And they wanted him to leave them alone. So Jada and 3 other little girls got his behind on the ground, and they beat him. Poor Pete. Later on, Pete ended up apologizing to Jada and the girls, And they became very good friends. And now, as a young man, he's like the sweetest young man. Jada sees him every so often in the store. And he's like the sweetest person, okay? So Jada was awful. And Joe had the need for beating Ross. Joe, when you were young, did you used to fight in school?
Oh, damn.
I didn't used to fight, but my older brother used to fight. And he used to fight to defend me.
I don't pick on nobody, but nobody gonna pick on me.
Right. My father told us, if I have to show up to school because you were fighting, you better make sure that you didn't hit first. They hit you first and you were defending yourself, because when I come in there with all guns blazing at this principal, right? Or this teacher. And so you better make sure you didn't pick no fight. But you also make sure you finish a fight. He always says you better finish that fight, because if I come to school and find out that you're being bullied, I will beat your ass when you go home. They used to tell us that. You don't stand up for yourself, I'll beat you for not standing up for yourself. Oh, Lord have mercy. So come back to Putin. Putin is like the schoolyard bully, and nobody's stopping him. You know? The people in America is all about canceling. Cancel this one. Cancel that one. Who they need to cancel is Kanye West. I don't care if you change your name to Ye. That man is a whole stalker. He is literally stalking Kim Kardashian. I don't care who says he's not. He is. Can you lean forward? I feel like I'm looking all the way back there, boo. So tell them what you're doing about the cabinet.
Oh, well, I just started to make the cabinet. I almost got one. I almost got one box together. Put it that way. But when I go back out there, I'm gonna put that together and see what happened.
What you trying to figure out? How to bore the hole?
How to use a jig.
You bought a tool, and you have to learn how to use a tool.
Yeah, never
you better go watch some YouTube video.
No, I watch it, but I'm gonna practice on a piece of wood first, then I can bore the hole.
Can I bug you to record something real quick for me?
What's that?
I'm gonna put together the fajita spice that I do, and I don't want you to catch me putting it together, mix it, put it in a jar. That's a reel. I don't know where this camera to do over here. There's no way we're gonna be able to look at both camera, Joe.
Yeah, you could just put one eye this way and say, look, see. Yeah, look, see, I'm looking to see both camera. One eye went that way, that one.
You look like that guy Wiley on YouTube. Anyways, guys.
Hello, people.
If you want to know how to become a sponsor to the show, or if you have a show idea, hit me up at this email, barepantryshow@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and leave me a comment. I want to hear your comments. Bye!
Bye-bye, people.
Remember, guys, we're not buying this book. Pick up a copy of this book instead. Beans and Rice Volume 2 is the only Belizean cookbook backed by the Bear Pantry Show. Take a look at all these wonderful recipes you'll find inside the pages. Not interested in Belizean dishes? Then the Pantry Laid Bare with these better than restaurant quality comfort foods might be the perfect book for you. Only need a small batch or a meal for two? Then pick up a copy of No More Leftovers. Each book has many choices of delicious dishes from basic ingredients. Anyways, I'm gonna explain it all because we did another mukbang today. That's so rude. This man selling this panadero or chips or something is so rude with it. Anyways, we taped another mukbang and we try to explain it all. So let's get right into a brand new video. Really? It's a lady. Making all this noise. Was she to sell?
You should have.